Good morning again. This is Beaty-Coffey of the Ministry of Uncover No More. So I just went to Summer Moon's. Okay. I've decided not to stuff myself in my car hiding away because of the calling on my life. I'm sick and tired of how I'm treated because I have a relationship with both my brother and the King of Kings in Austin, Texas, and surrounding Austin, Texas. A lot of people around me are extremely positive towards our relationships, and the only thing that's holding me back and just being fully who I am is Kara, Sorceress Tara, you name it, is visions of the past that were dark, that were in real life, that I had to live through, and that whole life just is passing away, and that's what I want to share. I just, in the course of about 30 minutes, I put up another blog for JRR Tolkien and I, okay? And the reason that I did that is because I tried to move the Silmarillion, which is in my backpack with all of my blog, with all of my runestone work, okay? I tried to put it on runestonesandmusictoday.com, which is one of my two major sites. That means that I pay for them yearly. I have two sites that I pay for yearly through wordpress.com, which are wonderful people. And I tried to put JRR Tolkien over there with runestones, and runestones basically said, I don't know what to tell you that the runestone said to me, except for that, Kara, get a grip, you're going to have to split it out. We can't, we share with one another, JRR Tolkien, you and I share with one another, but we are also all three kind of in a fix. And so Tolkien and you deserve a whole block. Come on, pick back up, start over. And so I did. And I mean, I had to hear that in 5 minutes as I got coffee. And I'm on vacation today, which means I get to go to a movie and just enjoy somebody that I love very much and who loves me. And we've been through thick and thin together, okay? Yes, this is one of them that I pushed out of my body. And, I need to stop mourning. And that's what I want to share with you. At the beginning, it's hard for people to understand what my powers are in real life. You can go and watch the Avengers, and all of us can see ourselves in what we go through in things like the Avengers, okay? When you're talking about real supernatural, real metaphysical, when you're talking about that, we're not normal people. We are normal people. We are aliens. We're people. And we're all of that, and we have to bring it down to earth realistically as people who we know we've been here before as humans, okay? That's the definition of immortal election. Tribe Judah elect Gentile. The King of Kings is Tribe Judah elect Jew. We all know that. It's in the gospel record. And his love never fails. Well, go tell that to somebody else, because people are calling themselves all kinds of things in this day and age, and their love is failing me at times, but they want me to normalize it as part of the King's love to me as Beaty-Coffey of the Ministry of Uncover No More, and that's pretty much bullshit. If I tell you, hey, that's not loving me and the calling on my life, then you have to accept that. And I've got people in my life who are just like, no, I'm not accepting that. And that's a control factor. It's a dominance factor. And I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of people thinking there's something wrong with me while I was busy helping them see how beautiful they are. And that has been for 25 years of my life. I fucking kid you not. Okay? I fucking kid you not. And I'm somebody who just produced a piece of artwork as I established a blog. Okay, so here's what I established on. And I've already said I'm not going to do video for JRR Tolkien's work. You just study it and you enter into it, but you're going to enter in, if you have anything to do with me, you're going to enter into it my way. And that is one testimony I'm going to share this morning as I go and have a good time with me and my family, because I'm on vacation. I have to keep reminding myself about that. I don't know how to take a vacation, and a lot of Americans, because we work so hard, we don't know how to take a vacation. So let's do this together. My vacation. Okay, I produced a piece of what is considered street art, freehand art, really fast, okay? It usually embarrasses me that I am this fast at doing these kinds of things, and I've got to stop being embarrassed about my life, okay? Because it's beautiful, just like your life. And I've been trying to tell you that your life is beautiful for 55 years. My whole life is about telling people how beautiful they are. And I do not have, I don't have people proving that I've been doing that right now. So this is what I produced. Yes, I'm listening to Michael Jackson this morning. I need to. I don't know why. Okay. So here's the thing. In the Silmarillion, as I'm in the beginning. See, that's chapter 1. And I did all of this. I've done a bunch of artwork, and I even did videos through until this point. And then the runes stopped me. Can you see how the runes stopped me? And I'm going to be sharing this because this is the one video I'm going to throw. This is the one video I'm going to throw. And here is what JRR Tolkien's The Silmarillion is doing for me. There are 2 women in there in the beginning of the book. And so I'm underdeveloping myself because in my relationship with the King of Kings, I have been made to understand I am Galadriel. In other words, she has the ring, and I have a whole story in real life about breaking the death vow, and this does concern my wedding ring, and diamond is, it's my birthstone as well. I'm Aries, so April. And so there's a whole lot of power coming through in leadership for that across the world, and I'm not the only person in that, okay? And you don't have to be Aries to be carrying that calling on your life. I can tell you that much. But I'm just telling you about my life, and try to accept it, because there's a lot of us out there. And we're trying to find ourselves, and we're trying to raise our families, and we're trying to deal with war, Russia and Ukraine right now, and there's just a lot going on, and we need to be together in this, and that's what I'm saying. With this one video that I am producing for my new website for Tolkien and I'm just going to have to commit to myself not to hit delete on this one, not to get discouraged, to do the freehand art that I just showed you, and just over and over and over again through all of his writings. And so this is going to take a while, and I'm delighted that this is going to take a while, okay? So there's 2 women in the beginning of this book, and one of them, I've already done the artwork for her. I have been, okay? Now this has to do with Galadriel, because Galadriel is away from her husband at this point, okay, in my story. So catch up, because if you read and if you watch like The Hobbit, you're going to find out that Galadriel has to travel and do her own thing, but she's married to a dude, and you know about that in Lord of the Rings, okay? So forget about all that, because that's not where I'm at right now. Where I am in my evolution is Kara Ann Beaty-Coffey of the Ministry of Uncover No More is making a choice. Do you see how I could see the moon goddess in this piece right here? So great was her sorrow as the music unfolded that her song turned to lamentation long before its end, and the sound of mourning was woven into the themes of the world before it began. But she does not weep for herself, and those who hearken to her learn pity and endurance and hope. That's Nana. And I am her. And I've been her for 55 years, is what I'm telling this blog. And I am choosing evolution as Galadriel in Lord of the Rings to the play. See, I can see Jesus in this. I've actually DM'd him one piece of artwork that's not going to be featured because I can see that he's doing that, but the world doesn't need to know that. That's not their business. That's too private in his life I happen to be sharing mind space with Tribe Judah. Okay, I'm not going to explain that. I'm Sorceress Tara here. So anyway, I'm changing my bent because I need to quit crying. Remember what Jesus said in the gospel record. Do not weep for me, weep for yourselves and your children. And he said that to the daughters of Jerusalem, and I have already written that stuff. It's gone, except for in my published works that are still here in print, even though America chose to destroy my publisher. The very same month that Donald Trump sat his fucking white criminal ass into our beautiful White House, and then that stupid wife of his, that evil wife of his, cut down our rose garden. What the living fuck is that? But ugly. Ugly. Let me say that again. That's ugly. We know what Mordor looks like now, don't we, in real life? Okay. So I have become, and I have a Twitter, and that is this. And I've got a story that's very painfully gorgeous about that particular Twitter, but it's not going away, and my pain is in the hands of the master. Okay? And my brother. They share that. Okay, because I've already successfully testified their existence in America, so I'm not saying anything, but yeah, I'm Sorceress Tara and Kara at the same time. But I'm choosing, see, that's where I'm trying to help men and women around me who love me and I love them, but we're having a hard time getting along. I'm choosing to become Yavanna. And I guess I'm begging women, why don't we become Yavanna? Why don't we put our crying aside? Because there's a lot to cry about, but we have for the children, for ourselves. We've got to help the King help us stop weeping for ourselves and our children. That's the only way to move forward, ladies. Girls. All you girls. Okay? And so here's what I'm going to teach you, and here's what Tolkien is going to teach you through me. You can choose a character, and you can choose to stop crying. And it doesn't have to be a hard thing. It was not hard for me to get a cup of coffee on my day off and put up a blog and say, oops, I've tried several times. This is the last try. Okay? This is the only video you're going to get. The rest of it is going to be artwork, and I'm going to make sure that in the Silmarillion that I am Yavanna and not who I've already been. See, I already found myself, and I already showed you that this was the moon goddess. Okay? And that's Tara. And I'm saying let's set as girls, as righteous girls, let's set our weeping aside. We're the only ones who can do it for the King. We're the only ones that can do it for ourselves and our own souls, and we're the only ones that can do it for all the children, no matter whose children they are. Okay, thanks for listening. I love you. Bye.